And a lot of people think that HR is some sort of counseling, some sort of happy person that's supposed to resolve your problems and listen to you complain about things that are not going to change. And they're just there to mitigate the company's risk. Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. I'm super excited to spend some time with you today. So today I'm bringing you another 10 things I wish I knew. It's really just a series that I've started, so I'm really excited to do that for you. So these are 10 things I wish I knew before working for corporate America. I've been working for corporate America for 11 years. I came right out of college, and it's been quite an experience. Sometimes a good one, sometimes a bad one. Just depends on a lot of factors, really. It just depends on a lot of things. What you've got going on, what role you're in. I've transitioned into at least 7 different roles, and each one just has its own pros and cons. So, number 1, promotions aren't always about performance, right? I think you probably know this, but it's all about who you know. It's all about your connections, your network. I've seen it time and time again where, companies will do certain things for certain individuals. They will bend backwards for certain individuals. And they do pick and choose. They do play favorites. So it really just depends on a lot of things where you stand in that, in that scale, in their eyes. Certain people call the shots and weigh heavily on decision making. So when your name comes up for different opportunities, if you haven't made the right connections, if you've given the wrong perception at any level, even if you don't know those people or they don't know you, you will not get the job. It's crazy. You could have rated, exceeded, or higher, and you'll still not get it. Number 2, being an overachiever or being too efficient can backfire. This has happened to me a couple of times. I was in a role about 8 years ago where I was having to process cases or reviewing cases, and I had the number 1 ratings for turnaround time, and I was always very, very efficient. And instead of getting some reward, some true recognition, I was getting offloaded the work from my other coworkers that couldn't keep up with the work. So yeah, that'll definitely happen. If you are too efficient, they will make sure to pass along the work from your inefficient coworkers. Your manager, this is number 3. I'll wait for a second. Number 3, your manager can make or break you. And that's with every job, right? Not really specific to corporate America, but it's so true because I've been in roles where your manager is absolutely incredible. They advocate for you, they will go to war for you. And I've been in other roles where the manager will throw you under the bus just to save themselves. And I had multiple opportunities or roles where that was the case, unfortunately. And there's not a whole lot you can do there. There's not a whole lot you can do or say, because that's just how the system is built. Unfortunately, you just have to kind of learn to deal with the personalities and just wait for your chance to exit either the company or the role. Number 4, office politics are real and you cannot opt out of them. If you do, it doesn't make you noble per se. It makes you invisible to the rest of the company. And if you are not looking to grow in your career, then that's fine. You will be stagnant, you will not move. But if you play the corporate politics, if you play the corporate game, you will see yourself climbing. And sometimes that's just not part of our, agenda, and that's okay. Number 5, HR is for the company to stay out of legal trouble. It's not for you. Not for you. And a lot of people think that HR is some sort of counseling, some sort of happy person that's supposed to resolve your problems and listen to you complain about things that are not going to change. And they're just there to mitigate the company's risk. And they're not your advocates. They're certainly not your friends. And the minute you go to them to complain, the people that you're complaining about will know, they will find out, and they will retaliate. That's just how it works. And so, yeah, don't call HR. They can't help you. And they're just following rules. They're just following policy. They can't help you. They can't. All right. Number 6, job security is non-existent. It's a myth, okay? Job security is not true, okay? Keep your resume updated at all times. Have multiple sources of income. Try to live on a budget. You never know when some of these companies are going to do mass layoffs, are going to decide to reduce personnel, or just get rid of entire departments just because they feel like it. And it's happened time and time again. I've known so many people that have gotten burnt because of that. And it's always important to be ready. speaking of burnt, number 7 is burnout. I didn't know how bad burnout could be until you work in a corporate environment where you work 60, 70, 80-hour weeks because you have a project due, you have deadlines, you have things coming up, and at the end of it all, you won't get the true recognition that is due to you. You won't. You won't get the right recognition. You're not going to get rewarded. You're still going to get paid the same. And when you need to take a break, when you need to take some time off, or if you need to take a leave of absence, you are now on a blacklist of just people that underperformed, and all that work you did just is simply forgotten immediately. So take care of your health. Take care of yourself first, because they don't care. Number 8, the culture fit is always funny. They always, want you to be like them. So if you're not, vibing with the dominant groups, you're simply labeled as an oddball, and you're not going to get those opportunities that are really set aside for those that fit the mold. So unless you're willing to go to great lengths, go to all social events, drink, do all kinds of things that maybe you don't want to do. Maybe you want to go home and spend time with your family, but instead you need to play the games. If you don't fit the culture, they simply will just overlook you. Number 9. Raises don't match inflation. That's a no-brainer. You get maybe 2-3% increases a year, and that's if. I've seen people get 0.5, maybe 1%, and that's nothing. That doesn't help you with the high cost of food, rent, daycare, basic necessities. I mean, all products have really gone up, including beauty, health, household products. Everything is so much more expensive. And it's funny how people think that you can live off of what they're offering. It's truly just disheartening sometimes, but that's why it's important to live within your means, below your means, and try your best to side hustle a little bit. All right, and then number 10. Corporate values are just PR, okay? What do I mean by that? People don't come first. They will always preach people first, our people first, yet they could care less about bringing everybody back into the office 5 days a week when we've all worked from home during the pandemic just fine, meeting goals, exceeding expectations for the past 5 years, 6 years almost. And instead of saying, okay, let's go back into the office 2 or 3 days a week, no, instead they don't care that people have rearranged their lives because they thought that they were going to be working from home remotely, and now you've asked them to commute an hour each way to an office. It's just not right. Same when it comes to when a quarterly report comes out. Now we're not meeting expectations, and all of a sudden engagement events get cut, budgets are reduced, and you're just asked to do the work. And if you have bonuses, and they'll cut those too. But yeah, those are my 10 things I wish I knew before coming into the corporate world. But here we are, pushing along. I hope you have a great day or night wherever you are. Subscribe to my tiny channel.